Sadhguru, there are many different forms of medicine, many different ways to help, like homeopathy, allopathy, Unani, Ayurvedic. What are the advantages, disadvantages of the different forms, and how does one decide what is good for each one of us?
Health is a natural consequence of life. Illness is something gone wrong, isn't it? Today, because we are spending nearly $7 trillion is healthcare industry. It is second only to agriculture, can you believe it, on the planet? First of all, how much attention are we paying to our well-being? Our idea of well-being is only our bank balance, the size of our home, the size of our car, not the way we are feeling within us right now. How we are within us right now, this has not come as a priority. So the suffering is happening on many different levels. There is no medicine which is perfect. All of them are a little bit of an aberration. All of them trying to create an inner situation from an external input. There is no perfect way to do this. But it is best, it is as organic and as close to nature as possible so that the aberration is minimized. Chemical warfare must be only when infections have happened. But today for everything we have chemicals. World is not getting any healthier. Healthcare industry is getting bigger.
Sadhguru, if we see everyone wants happiness, they work hard towards it, but we find people unhappy. What's the shortcut to happiness? How to be eternally happy?
First and foremost thing to understand for happiness is to understand that you are not eternal. You have come with a expiry date. If you remember this, you will ensure that all your life is handled properly. If you think you're eternal, you will start doing silly things with yourself. If you know there is an expiry date, you will organize your life sensibly within the limited time that all of us have, isn't it? When you say happiness, there are many ways to look at it. One simplest way to look at this is, what you call as happiness, what you call as peace, what you call as joy, what you call as anything, all human experiences, whether negative or positive, have a chemical basis to it. Or in other words, this is a chemical soup. Now the question is only, are you a great soup or a lousy soup? That's all the question is. Now if I give four of you the same soup-making ingredients, you think that all four of you will produce the same type of soup? Same ingredients? No. There'll be four varieties of soups. That's all four people are right now. All of us same ingredients. See how each person has become all over the world, every human being. So, the thing is about soup-making skills. Nothing has been done about it.
This is what we want to know. What is a soup-making skill?
That is what we're calling inner engineering. Because if I teach you culinary skills, some may get it, some may not get it. So, when we say engineering, it's technology. Why I'm referring to it as technology is, anybody who learns to use it will work for him. It doesn't matter who you are, what you believe in, what you don't believe in, where you come from, whether you're black, brown or white. It doesn't matter who you are. If you learn to use it, it works for you. That's why I'm calling it technology. Soup-making technology.
Sadhguru, one related question to happiness is failure. Basically, regardless of what you do, there are times when you fail and your feeling of unhappiness comes about. How do you tackle such a situation?
See, first of all, what is your idea of failure? Your idea of failure is, you are not doing as good as somebody else. I want you to know, if you open your eyes and see, you're never doing as good as somebody else, okay? You never will, because somebody will always be doing better than you, and you must be glad in the world people are doing better than us. So if this is your reason for unhappiness, you're bound to be unhappy. So your idea of happiness, if it is so, that you must be on top of the world and everybody should be beneath you, I don't call that happiness, I call that sickness. If I think I must be on top of the world and everybody should be beneath that, do you call this happiness or sickness? This is sickness, isn't it? So we are getting children into this sickness from an early age. You must be number one in the class, then in the school, then in the state, then in the whole world, of course. Right from a very early age, from a kindergarten child, we are unfortunately poisoning the child's life by saying, you must be number one. That means you must always take pleasure in other people not doing well. You are not seeing, how can I come to my full potential? It doesn't matter what you are doing. How can I come to my full potential should be my only concern, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fine.
That is when human beings will find full scope. Right now, if one man is limping, if I take one step ahead of him, I am a winner. This should go from the world.
How do you be in a state of mind which derives happiness?
Where it listens to you.
Yeah, where it listens to you, where you derive happiness.
Your mind should listen to you. You must understand this. The moment you identify yourself with something that you are not, then your mind will not listen to you. And it cannot stop for a single moment in your life. When I say when you identify yourself with that which you are not, right now you identified with too many things. Your wealth, your family, your qualifications, your status, and your very body, and the content of your mind. Anything that you accumulate, you can say is mine, but you cannot say it's me, isn't it?
Sure.
This is all the fundamental problem is. The moment you think what you have accumulated as yourself, then your mind has gone out of control. You can't stop it for one single moment in your entire life. Do as much as you want. You will not. You're just dealing this one thing, mind will become still. If you want, it'll think. If you don't want, it'll stay. This is how it should be. Now if I want, my hand will move. If I don't want, it'll stay. This is how all parts of your body should be, isn't it? If I want, my mind will go. If I don't want, it will stay. Being joyful, being blissful is not even an issue, because I want you to know you're aspiring to go back to square one of your life. When you were a 5-year-old child, you were joyful by your own nature, isn't it? You didn't need a stock market to push up your happiness. You were joyful by your own nature. So what you're aspiring for is not some great goal. You just want to once again go back to square one of your life. It's not a great achievement, I'm saying.
From liberating one's mind to overcoming the vice of anger, we find out answers to all our questions from the mystic. After a short break, stay tuned.
Anger is a form of intensity. Is it necessarily negative?
Do you enjoy being shouted at? No. Why do you think somebody else enjoys it? Why do you think any other human being ever enjoys that? And if people around you do not enjoy what they are doing, you think the best will come out of them?